Hello, welcome to Popper's Pastimes. We're back in the workshop, and today just going to go through the unboxing of this Bibury multi-tool pliers Pro. It's basically a clone of the Leatherman Surge, but it popped up in my feed. I was looking for a Christmas present for a family relative, and when I was looking for online Leatherman Surge prices to get a good deal, I came across this. It was, I believe, 25 quid. I think 25 or £30. It wasn't for what you get. It wasn't a huge amount of money. However, I just thought I'd unbox it and take a look at it. So initially, you can see I've already been in it, so I've got a good idea of what kind of quality it is. And I'm just gonna open it up, and this is what you get. So in the box, it's basically in a little bag, and you get a bit kit, and you get some blades, saw blades. There's also a couple of other bits, so you've got some maintenance tools for the jaws. So to give you an idea of size, my Leatherman Surge is there, and it looks very similar. To the untrained eye, you probably would struggle to tell the difference between the two. If you look at the blades, again, similar profile, not a huge amount in that. If you open it up and look at the pliers, very similar. Where the Leatherman brand is on the actual pliers, it just says stainless steel here. But the plier jaws are removable, and you get a spare set of jaws for the pliers, which is quite nice. Works well, I think. But again, looking at it, doesn't look to be massive change. The finish is quite nice. Turn it over, you see you've got almost exactly the same view. It says stainless steel where the Leatherman says Leatherman. Mine are a bit battle scarred now. I've used them quite a bit. One of the things that I have noticed is that the removable section here, so where you can swap it for a blade, it's currently got the file in. It actually protrudes a little bit, which for me would probably bug me a bit, I think, if that was mine. But that element is slightly different. So if we look at that element on the Surge, you can see there's some slight differences in the way that it's configured. It does look very similar on the end, and if we open it, take that out, I'll swap that with a blade, and then it's more of a simple comparison. So you can put that in. Now, looking at that blade as that's in there, it doesn't fit, so you can't actually close that up. I wonder if the other blade's any different. No, the other blade's the same length. So really you're looking at needing to get an alternative for that so you can have it stowed. It's a bit of an oversight really, if I'm being honest. I've never looked at that before, so this is a new one on me. So if you take that off, drop that out, pop the file in, it still protrudes slightly. So, you know, could you make it usable? I'm guessing you probably could. Could you grind one of these saws down so that it fits? Yeah, you probably could. Could you get a smaller one? Probably. Is it worth it for the difference that you're going to make on the savings between this and a Surge? Well, possibly. The other thing that you've got to consider with these things, I think, is the fact that if you're looking at buying one of these and you want to use it, I mean, mine's must be 10, 12 years old now, but I know I can get parts for it. I can send it back to Leatherman and they'll fix it, or Whitby's, I think is the UK distributor for them. But yeah, I can probably get it fixed, and you know, I never really have an issue with it. In the UK, these aren't EDCs. You can't carry them every day. You can't take them out in public. The reason for that is because the blades lock. It's got a frame lock in the actual frame of the device, so, and just because it locks for that reason and that reason alone, you cannot take this out in public. It's illegal. So this being a frame lock 2, I would guess it's probably the same. It is the same deal. Yeah, it's a frame lock. So yeah, can't take that out in public unless you remove the locking feature. Personally, I like the locking features because I know and have confidence that when I'm using the knife and the blade, it's not going to come back in on itself and do me any damage. So it's an interesting device. There's a couple of things on here which are different. So the actual bit kit isn't a Leatherman proprietary type, which is a Leatherman bit kit, as you can see here, is not a full 1/4 inch, whereas this one is, and it's got the spring ball retainer. And if we look at the rest of the bit kits, you'll see that they're the same, and they've all got spring ball retainers. So that's a nice innovation. Not too sure how strong that would be, probably stronger, but it does open you up to using different types of bits from different devices, albeit they probably won't have the spring ball in there, but it wouldn't preclude you from using them. It's an interesting addition, and because that actually takes up all of the width of this side of the frame, unlike the Leatherman. So as you can see, the Leatherman has the can opener, so you have one element here as opposed to two like you do with the Leatherman. What you have on the other side, so if we just close that up, and then switch to the other side, you can see mine's broken. I did have an awl there, but I snapped it when I was doing some work some time ago, so it's a little bit different to what you would see on a normal Surge. But on the Bibury, what you have is effectively all of those tools. So you've got your pry bar, your little flat blade screwdriver, and your can opener. Whereas on this one, you just would have your awl, your pry bar, and a little screwdriver. So that's pretty much the differences between this one and that one. But you know, push comes to shove, I still think it's usable. The only letdown for me is the blades. Don't particularly like the way that they overhang the actual frame, but aside from that, you know, I think it's good value for money. You get a bit kit with it, which is an additional purchase with the Leatherman. You get a spare pair of jaws. You get what looks to be a pretty decent pouch for it, and yeah, it looks fine. It's probably not something I'm going to use, so watch this space. We may actually use it as a giveaway at some point once we get enough people following the channel. It'd be a nice thing to hand over and give away. It's, like I say, it is what it is, and you know, you could probably do some mods to it and make it a little bit better. If not, buy some parts from Leatherman and just attach those. So like I say, it's just a quick thing. Didn't really want to spend too much time doing it. I'm 10 minutes in at the moment, and I think I've taken up enough of your time. So as we normally say when we sign off, there's no point tickling it.